Hello, everyone. Welcome back to NeoCab. This is your, well, I suppose your narrator. I was gonna say this is your Dan, but I'm not your Dan, now am I? Because maybe you watch other YouTubers, and they may also be named Dan. I don't know. I, I, I know a lot of channels that have people named Dan on them or in them or whatnot. But anyways, we are coming back to NeoCab, where honestly we're not making hardly any headroom as far as finding Savvy, and yeah, I just don't know. What are we doing wrong, or what are we not doing, or I don't know. There doesn't seem to be any indication of what I need to be doing. Maybe I'm asking all the wrong questions. Maybe I'm reacting incorrectly to some of these people. I don't know. I checked my phone for another message from Savvy the second I woke up. Nothing. Yep, so it's another shift. Okay, so daily goals 35. Ooh, Savvy, what? Lina, are you there? I'm scared. Please let me know as soon as you get this. Wait a minute. Her phone was smashed, though. All right, we gotta be her homegirl right here. Assuming that this is her, I mean, this is the time during like AI, automated cars and stuff like that. I mean, what's to say that they couldn't like replicate her phone? But I mean, do we yell? Yeah, I feel like this would be it. Like, tell me where you are. Not sure how that's gonna come off to her. Please chill. I can't deal with this anxiety right now. I'll tell you as soon as it's safe, okay? But right now, I need your help. I'm running out of time. Just one more thing and this will all be over. I stole something. Something big. But it's locked. Encrypted. Right, we gotta be homegirl. I mean, she had our back, back in the day, and who knows how many times that she's actually been there, behind us and pushing us along. So we gotta return the favor at some point, right? So let's do this. Like, I mean, we were little criminals back then. We're gonna be criminals now, right? I think it's also funny. I was just lamenting how we haven't had a breakthrough with Savvy, and here it is, but I don't know if this is actually legit or not. How can I help? Can we meet up? I gotta stay in hiding until we crack these files open. Can you do just one thing for me? Yeah, let's do it. Can you deliver the files to someone who can help? Please? I don't know. I might know someone, I suppose. Who do we know? I mean, Tech Bro, but I mean, he doesn't seem like he's against Capra, right? Oh, Quantum Hacker. That's right. That's right. Why am I so dumb? Dude. I met this like Quantum Hacker. She can crack anything apparently. Perfect. Don't say any more here. Can you get to them now? I'll text her ASAP. You are amazing! Tell her we have 4 terabytes of data, ridiculously strong encryption, and no passphrase. Ridiculously. Tell her it's life or death that we read these files. Yeah, and then what? And then hand them to her, I guess? Well, I guess the reason she's in hiding is because of this data. And so she risked her life to take this data, presumably from Capra. That's why she was meeting with Tech Bro, right? And why she was hanging out with him, because he was a lonely dude, actually had someone who he thought was a friend, but she was actually a spy, stole data, and then like she's in trouble now because Capra wants that back, and they're in league with the cops. They like fund fundraisers or whatever. But they're in league with the cops, and so that's why her wanted pictures plastered all over the freaking city. And so now, like, if she can get this unencrypted, that will probably, blow over. It's kind of like I guess it's kind of like where if you're being hounded and you're being sought for something, and then that information goes out, it's like, oh well, this is why we were chasing you. It's like we legitimately don't have a reason to chase after you now. So maybe that's how it blows over. She can become like, dude, oh, what's his name? He was the CIA leak. You know who I'm talking about. Man, I can't believe I forget his name. Snowden? Edward Snowden? Yes, that's who I'm talking about. She's like, what if she's like Edward Snowden, but not, instead of the government, she's doing it with like some major conglomerate or whatever. When can you get me the files? One sec, I'll tell you. Text me if your friend is for real, then we can finally meet up. I'll send you a pin. You got this? Oh, one more thing? I got this. One more thing. How am I getting these files? No worries at all. You already have them? What? You already have... I left them on that field grid I gave you. You hid your stolen... Dude, she had this all planned out from a long time ago. You hid your stolen stuff with me? I thought this was a present. It was. It also happened to be the only device I had when I got my opening. Brand new, so untraceable. Look, El Bunny, I had to think fast. Please don't be mad. I'll explain everything. Just get here soon. Good luck. Alright. Let's see if we can find Una. There she is. We don't have enough. We don't have enough charge. Where are we right now? Oh, whoa, we're here with the herbalist. All right, let's go charge up. This is the cheap neighborhoods, right? So let's charge up to full and go pick up Una. Man, dude, crazy. It was hinted that she was like some kind of, she was kind of like duplicitous with that tech bro. Hello, Lina, old friend, loyal driver. Why, hello, Una darling. How's reality? Slightly better. I've been setting people up on blind dates. Who better than the quantum witch, right? Have they worked out? I've received ports of 2 thrown drinks and 1 near fistfight. Oh wait, is she creating entropy? Is that what she's doing? So, yes. She was creating entropy. She wasn't making it so that they were getting together. And I noticed this before, but now it kind of like it solidifies it for me. But like she's got I forget what this condition is called, but her eyes are different colors, and that feels very on point for her. Same with her hair. Like, yeah, maybe it's because she's got like gray streaks because she's old, but it's like she's like, the quantum witch, different timelines all at once, and so on and so forth. I feel like it's very fitting. Thanks for agreeing to meet on such short notice. Sorry if I sounded a bit frantic. Certainly entropic. I'm curious to say the least. In truth, I hoped I might see you again. You seem to make a timeline more interesting rather than less. Thanks. But you need a passphrase. Yes, we do. I knew it seemed suspicious, but I don't think she'd care, like, if it's life or death, honestly. It's for something good, I promise. Oh yeah, she said she... Wait, no, she's fine with it. She gives passwords to people who steal and stuff all the time. That's how she makes her living. She said that in the first ride, right? My dear, you should know by now that I don't care about good or bad. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, she makes her money off of selling passwords to bad guys. And certainly not legal or illegal. All I care about is interesting and boring. And this should be interesting. Okay, so, have you ever seen one of these bracelets before? Oh dear, yes. Very on trend, Lina. Feels good, is it? Feel grid. That's right. Hot new social startup recently acquired by Capra for an obscene sum. Full access to blood data, terrible privacy policy. I wouldn't get within 10 nanometers of it, except to try to hack into it, of course. Yeah, we weren't exactly informed about any of that. Okay, it was a gift. I didn't know Capra owned them. Yeah, I think if we knew, we wouldn't have taken it. It just sounded fun to know something new about myself and maybe share it, right? I'm not trying to scold you. Just take this as a reminder that all new technology is a meeting at a crossroads, a bargain. And you're sure to get something out of it, some new insight, some power, but... well, you know the story. What deal did we make this time? It's not my deal. I don't even know the details yet, and that might be for the best. I felt my heart skip a beat, a flash of instinct that whatever Savvy was doing could get me into a world of trouble. Maybe Una knew I'd been wearing stolen tech the entire time. I mean, it's entirely possible. She sees all the timelines, has the probabilities and all that stuff, so maybe. Maybe she had sensed it, the quantum witch. I just know there are encrypted files stashed away in the bracelet. Can you take a look? I already am. This field grid wireless protocol is an amateurist at best, a total pushover. Now this file doesn't belong. CharlieElliott.dat? Charlie, that makes a ton of sense. Una stared into her holospace, murmuring to herself. Yes, this file is something else. Military-grade quantum encryption enforced by the underlying medium. To attempt to read this without the passphrase would be to destroy its contents. You know, it's just light inside your little bangle. A tangle of photons twisted up tighter than you can imagine. A tiny hall of mirrors. Can you open it? Easily. Wink. So you can just break into it? Oh dear, no. Impossible. Thankfully, I won't have to decrypt it. What happened to no secret is truly safe? Yes, don't worry. What I mean is, I'm going to open this the easy way, using its passphrase. Oh. Okay, she just happened to, pull that out of quantum space or something? We don't know the passphrase. Let me ask you something. If you had an infinite amount of time, how would you obtain the passphrase? I guess just keep guessing? Oh, is that what she did in all of the quantum timelines? She just guessed what the passphrase at all of them? Exactly right. My dear, you have the knack for quantum statistics. But we don't have an infinite amount of time, do we? No, but you have an infinite number of timelines to pull from, right? The amount of time we have... oh, to say the least. To speed things along, I'll try every passphrase at once. That's the whole quantum shtick. Using... math. No, it's much more muscular than that. I still don't understand. There's a way of making the worlds, I should say, go a bit fuzzy. It takes quite a lot of practice, but... Una's eyes went glassy. Ah, there they are. If she was doing some sort of deep quantum computation, it didn't look like much. In fact, it just looked like a bored pack staring out the window. Quiet. I'm working. I didn't say anything. But you were thinking it, Lina. You did in another timeline, very close to this one. Shh. I have never been scolded for something an alternate version of me had done. It felt unfair, but also sort of awesome? Maybe it was my imagination, but a chill seemed to settle in the car. That's the chill that Una was talking about in the previous rides, where the timelines like diverge and merge back in. Una was deep inside herself. That's what she's or outside herself, ranging through other worlds, farther and farther from this one. Trying a different passphrase in each one? Any luck out there? And she shushes us now. Una emerged from her trance. Well, lucky us. That only took a few quadrillion attempts. Did you get the passphrase? Oh, yes. I got it. That's amazing. But I failed so many times. Yeah. You said a few quadrillion, right? She said it was huge. She just like Doctor Strange did. You do remember from the Infinity Wars? Like Doctor Strange went through like a million timelines or whatever, and to see the best outcome, he said, "There's only one timeline where we win." 5 quadrillion attempts and change. It takes a lot out of you, but you handled it in stride, my dear. You really saw all those other timelines, and you were just guessing randomly. Yeah, probably. I mean, like, how else would she have done it? She was talking about, like, if you had infinite amount of tries, you could just guess infinitely. Yes, not with perfect clarity, but yes. What happened to Savvy? Aren't you greedy? I go rustling for a needle in the haystack of reality, and you want to know if I found any diamonds while I was at it. I'm just curious. I know. I'm curious too. About everything. That's why I got into this line of work. The passphrase is, well, it's a bit melodramatic. They usually are. It's Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. What? Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas, all lowercase, with spaces. Better write that down in my journal, in your journal, my dear. Just like that, I had it. What exactly are you going to do with this passphrase? Help a friend. Because we didn't come here to bring down a company, but we're here to help Savvy, because she's been, you know, she's been tight with us, like from like back in the day, from old times. There was a time where things kind of didn't go too well, but here back at it, and she was ready and willing to help us out, you know, make a change from Cactus Flats. Is that all? What do you mean, all? In the nearby timelines, I saw the possibility for a bit more excitement. And I like excitement. You mean like chaos? Yeah, that's what she means. You say that like it's a bad thing. Well, you know how this works. You're in my debt now. Yeah, well, I mean, what did we expect? To just have her do it for free? I know I am. Good. Who knows, maybe I'll need a getaway driver. You know my rates. I thought we were friends. Are we? In some timelines. I saw them. If that's all, then? We're right up here, dear. I wouldn't mind learning more about how you do what you do. How you see the things you see. Una regarded me silently for a moment. Be careful what you ask for. And then, when all this is settled, come see me. Una scooched a bit as if she was going to leave, but then, instead, she spoke. My dear, there's something I need to tell you. I sat here, scouring all those timelines, and everything changed, all around us. In one, a meteor crashed into Los Ojos. In another, a giant mutant worm rose up from below. The pain worm! Aganon was for real? Those weren't even the most unusual events. But through it all, there was a second phrase that seemed almost to match. This phrase wouldn't decrypt the drive you gave me, but it felt somehow entangled with its fate. Does the phrase, trust fund maggots, mean anything to you? Trust fund maggots. Did we say that at some point? But you don't. I can't say more than that. I've seen what happens if I do. But perhaps I can say, your emotions are not your own. Oh. The feel grid maybe isn't registering her emotions, but perhaps maybe pushing emotions to her. Pushing emotions. That's an extra level. What does that even mean? No, that's all I can say. Goodbye, Lina. Una swept out of the car. She didn't zig and zag randomly like before, but walked briskly in a straight line. Getting away fast. I had the passphrase. It was time to see Savvy. Alright, she's gonna drop us the pin. Ah, 5 stars. My favorite of all adjacent Linas. And she paid us. Nice. Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Gotcha. Thanks, Una. Oh, look. The hole for the key makes one of the O's in Una. That's so cute. All right. Oh, here we go. Dang, Savvy. The servo. Dang, dude. So this is where she'd been all along. A lonely shipping container set apart from a sea of clones. A cloud of sage incense hit me the moment I cracked the door. That smell took me back to when we first became friends, sitting cross-legged in Savvy's bedroom, whispering about her parents and drinking wine she took from work. L-Bunny! You found me! Okay, well. Oh my god, Savvy, what is going on? So much, just so much. I promise I'll explain everything. Did it work? Did you get the passphrase? She smiled at me and her field grid glowed like a small sun on her face. It was good to see her. Yeah, your girl came through for you. Like always. Yes! Let me see if my laptop is still paired to that thing. My field grid buzzed as she connected to its onboard storage. It figured she'd still have access since she'd had the files there in the first place. Hey, Athena. Unpack Charlie_Elliot.dat. Athena, as in, is this, I'm sorry if this triggers your Home Assistant, but is this supposed to be an Alexa adjacent? This file is encrypted. Please say or enter the passphrase. You got me the magic words, so it's only fair you do the honors, right? Hey, Athena. The passphrase is Pilgrims Crossed Airless Saharas. What's it doing? It's totally working! Oh, Capra, you are so fricked. My palms got sweaty as soon as I saw it. A massive trove of chat logs, docs, schematics, all watermarked Capra Confidential in block letters. Whoa. Pretty sure we know what exactly is in there. Everything. This is illegal, right? Extremely so. We're 100% inside a secret hideout right now, so just checking. We're illegal in the way like the Watergate people were illegal. Yeah, are we the reporters or the burglars? I hadn't thought of it like that. I'd had my share of revenge fantasies about Capra, but now that we're actually doing something, it felt incredible. Yeah, Capra screwed a whole bunch of people, screwed Lina specifically, and it continuing to screw her with the Sophie's Law and everything. And like all of that, everything just balled up, and now, boom, gotcha. What did you find? Shoot, never mind. Blah, blah, meeting notes, reports. Come on, I know you've got dirt in here, Charlie. Wait, you stole this thing without knowing there was anything bad on it? Come on, girl. I mean, I didn't have specifics. Dude was way too squirrely not to be hiding some serious stuff. I've just got to find something big enough for a whistleblower and not, like, just a criminal. She was taking a huge risk for something she wasn't sure about. It was just so savvy to leap first and come up with a plan on the way down. I think we're gonna go with that one. Oh, man. Ugh, I'm just seeing offshore accounts, golden parachutes for executive harassers, forged safety reports. Just? That's a lot of stuff. Run-of-the-mill corporate stuff, trust me. We need something juicier. Something we can use. She had a point. The only way out of this was to find something big enough to justify the whole property theft thing. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If you find something big and you're like Edward Snowden, you just like blow it out, and people are going to be like, well, yeah, I mean, they did something illegal, but at the same time, it's like, you know, these people were doing something even more illegal, and this person just let us know about it. There was Una's weird message. Or what would Gideon do with a cache of internal Capra files? Yeah, what about trust fund maggots? Sophie Lamo? Yeah, it was intertwined, she said. But I wonder if... what do we do? Yeah, I'm thinking that it has something to do with Sophie's Law. Because everything seems connected, to be honest. Hey Athena, search Sophie Lamo. Yes! Brilliant! Oh my god, are you seeing this? Documents spilled into the hollow space in front of Savvy. If even one of them had something big. Pay dirt! Look, a report from Charlie. Some pilot program called Project Sophie. No way, that's not shady, right? Whoa. Lina. This is... I remembered what Gideon said about her mom's fundraiser. Was Capra using Sophie as a PR prop from the beginning? Yes. Yes. They were. They had to have been. I knew Capra would do anything to make sure Sophie's Law passed, but this is cynical even for them. This is so fricked. We all know they were running ads exploiting her death, at least. Oh yes, obviously, but that's nothing. Capra acquired FieldGrid a year ago. Total stealth acquisition, no public knowledge. Are you serious? They've been harvesting my emotional data this entire time? Yours, mine, all in real time. A live diary of how we feel in our bones, streaming to the highest bidder. Yeah, I can't even say I'm surprised. That feels like To real life, that feels like an allegory to Meta and Facebook. Like, this feels like something that they would do. The whole internet already spies on what we watch, where we go, who we spend time with. Why would they stop there? Why not monetize the way we feel? That's not even the half of it. Listen to this bit on emotional priming. Yes! They're pushing emotions onto people. Each ad unit is customized to the viewer's current state, from passing billboards to the holospace overlays to the backseat of every Capra car. Oh, they're making ads based upon how people feel? Some sellers will want to target customers in negative or vulnerable states, while others cater to a relaxed or even an elated consumer profile. Blue users respond most strongly to commercial messaging for alcohol, junk food, or VR escorts. Status items and vacation packages if we're yellow, of freaking course. What about red? So what does this have to do with Sophie Lamo? Project Sophie. This looks like out and out electioneering. Excuse me, had a cough. It was coming. Wait, what? Listen to this. Our generative advertorial network creates customized images, slogans, and even full campaigns so that we can proactively steer individuals into the desired effective state. So the Feel Grid, along with their corporate power, advertising, and their ability to target ads, can push people or pressure or somehow coerce you into voting or thinking and feeling a specific way so they can push us into whatever color suits them. More or less, their neural net experiments on you until it knows your most reliable triggers. It's factored into their whole network. Billboards, music, even the ambient light timbre of a Capra capsule. I thought of the sea of blue field grids from the vigil and how Liam said Capra was handing them out. Yes, it's all related. Which means whenever you pick up your phone or when you're taking that Capra card to your polling place, they're already priming me. Every article I read, every song I hear, every sign I pass. So when you're casting that vote, they'll have you exactly where they want you. How do they want me? Depends. Could be angry or scared, blissed out or pacified, whatever moves you into their voting block. It all made a terrible kind of sense. Exactly. So they know how you feel. They know how to target how you feel to make you either push you into a certain way of feeling so that you can do something with an action that pushes their agenda. This crosses the line, right? This is automated psychological manipulation. Election laws too. They've made every tiny micro advert an undeclared political message. And we've got the receipts. This is what we use to steal the final news cycle back from Capra. We leak this and it floods the zone. The vote is crazy close right now. If we could wake up a few thousand pro-Capra sheeple, or just convince them to stay home, then boom! Capra's brand gets 2 black eyes and their car ban is dead in LO, probably everywhere. I could see it all playing out in my head. Savvy might just get away with it. Sophie's Law would fail, and yeah, the world would see how Capra abused their power. Maybe they'd even lose some of it. Now we just leak it to your contact. Sit back and watch. You should text them now. Wait, we have a contact? Are we talking about Liam? My thoughts exactly. Yeah, because he works for a paper, right? Yeah, that's my girl bringing the fire. So we just make sure we give the files to someone with a following, an influencer. As long as they've got a following and are anti-Capra enough to take the heat. Then Sophie's Law goes down and Capra doesn't get total control of everyone. At least, not right now. I knew Savvy was right. We had to let the public know. Yeah, it was the chance of a lifetime. Because there's no way anybody else is getting this type of information, like, especially once something leaks like this. They're just gonna redouble their efforts to make sure everything's secure again. To take the stacked deck and reshuffle the cards in our favor just this once. There was just one major problem. Your face is still plastered on every billboard in the city. Yeah, can't we send the files from your laptop? They're encrypted, right? Are you seriously suggesting we start pinging cell phone towers right now? Half the transceivers use copper chips, and they know exactly what we have. No, it needs to be in person. You know you're not safe out there. I'll be fine. Oh, it'll be fine. I'm willing to risk it. We just need to move quickly. Every Capra and squad car is scanning for your face. Well, it's true. I said I'm willing to risk it. You're taking a risk with both our lives, Savviest. Wait, what are you trying to say? Yeah, I'm going solo. I'll make the drop-off. You stay here. You'll be safe. I'll be safe. Radix wins. Everyone's wins. You want to do this without me? This isn't your fight, Lina. But you can let me help, just for the last leg, right? Great plan, girl. You go and make history. I'll just twirl my thumbs in this tin can. It's the only way. Sorry, coughing again. Lingering cough. I was starting to get, like, really into it. And it just came up. I'm sorry. I don't know why you're being like this, but even if I thought you were doing it for the right reasons, and not just trying to grab the glory, I'm not sure I trust you to pull it off without me. Alright, well, are you trying to make me feel like boo-boo? I'm not. I'm just being my honest self with you. How will we ever get as close as we used to be if I can't be honest with you? It's like, you're like the least selfish person I know, and I was hoping we could do this together. I mean, after everything I've done for you, just give me this, okay? This could go really, really badly for the both of us. Then why are you here? I was worried sick about you. Yeah, is this about Capra or is this about us? Or you aren't hearing me, Savvy. Which one do we go? I'm not sure the intent behind these. Like, how is this supposed to read? Yeah. Is this about Capra? Or... This was my idea to bring Radix to the next level, you know? No offense, but you, like, just got to LO and I've been working my way up for months. So I just need to do this my way, and then I can bring you in, okay? She wasn't going to budge. I knew from years of watching people get pushed in and out of your little circle, Savvy always got her way. I remembered Una's final, confusing message to me. Hey Athena, search trust fund maggots. A new folder flew open on her holospace. At first all I saw was my name over and over again in the files. Then there was others I recognized. Liam, Ali, Una, even Klaus and Marek. Oh man. Please tell me this isn't what it looks like, that they've been tracking me this whole time. Oh, she's been tracking us. It was just to keep you safe. When I said I'd always have your back, I meant it. As soon as my field grid pulsed deep red, a new file appeared in the folder with a sick ping sound. Yeah, field grids have a back door. Pretty wide open. Charlie showed me, even more undocumented API. How could you? Yeah, did you give this to us so you could spy on us? Yeah, you've been listening to me and my packs this whole time? No, not at all. I just thought it'd help you. When I stashed the file on it, I needed to make sure you were safe. So I could signal someone to come and get it. Or tell a swarm where to find you if Capra was getting too close. I haven't even listened to anything, I swear. I had to see for myself. Hey Athena, seriously, are we doing this now? I guess... Who do we go with? Maybe... I mean, we had the most sessions with Una. Play audio Una. What I mean is, I'm going to open this the easy way, using its passphrase. The blood rushed out of my face. I felt my knees wobble, like I was going to be sick or pass out. Yeah, my heart broke at the betrayal. Yeah, because we were trusting her. We've been frantic this whole time trying to find her because she's a girl. You know, she had our back since we were kids, and here we are. She's like been spying on us. We've been her little plaything. I don't understand why you do this to me. Do you even understand what a huge violation this is? Oh God, don't give me the sad puppy thing over this. You have nothing to worry about. It was just to keep tabs on the file. I swear I haven't even looked at what it recorded. So now it's time. We'll leak the capper files and go get a drink, okay? You don't get it, do you? I'm doing this by myself. Yeah, she ditched us and spied on us for days. Yeah, why can't you just trust me? All by yourself, huh? That's not happening. I've worked way too hard just to let you walk out of here without me. You're the one that's been transporting stolen docs for days, remember? And who knows what else is in these recordings. Don't make me turn you in. Come on now. Are you serious right now? You're not concerned about the capper thing at all. You're not concerned about doing the right thing. You're doing this for completely selfish reasons if you're just doing it for the glory. So everything had come down to this. Finding out my best friend had betrayed me and then having to fight her just to be able to walk away. How was her field grid still a calm green while mine glowed blue? Why was I the only one who felt like walking into the ocean? Yeah, would you really turn me in? Just like that. It's not like I want to. Come on, this isn't us. We're better than this. And this isn't you trying to sabotage me. I know you're better than this because I know you better than you know yourself, girl. You know what I mean? I knew exactly. She knew all my secrets, all my fears, even before she'd spied on me. She knew exactly how to hurt me. But then again, I knew the same things about her, didn't I? If she was going to throw everything she could at me, maybe I had to do the same, or at least try and get her to see the truth about how she'd treated me. It'd make her mad, and it just might make her give up. I forced myself to take a deep, centering breath. The smallest smirk flickered across her face, still lit in the green glow. Lina, it's time to grow up. Stop being a meek little flower. Because right now, your fear is keeping you from getting what you deserve. I saw the way you tucked your tail whenever the cops harassed you. You've got rights, you know, but you just went along with whatever they said. You even gave them your hard-earned coin for a Friends with the LOPD sticker. You lied! You said you haven't even seen any of that! You haven't heard anything! What a joke. It's so sad that you're still scared of what people think of you or what might go wrong. When will you learn that sometimes following the rules just hurts people? Yeah, it's easy to be brave when you've had everything handed to you. You're right, I am scared, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. You're right, I'm scared, and there's nothing wrong with that. The fact that I'm scared to do this mission with you, I'm just trying to look out for myself, and you should respect that. Gee, thanks for the advice. Just forget it, okay? I felt some tension lift from my chest. Was this how it felt to stand up for myself? I took a deep breath. This was my opening. If I could push back, it might end this. You're lecturing me about how to talk to the police? Think about it for a second, Savvy. How many random traffic stops do you think I've had since I got to this border town? I am so sorry, Chica, and you know I'm here for you. Save it, Savvy. Every one of those stops was a chance for my life to go off the rails. Sorry if my hustle isn't badass enough for you. I could tell she was just getting started. I felt like things could go either way. If I let her get to me, she'd never see the truth about herself. This was a new feeling. Savvy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Yeah, her feel-good's no longer green. She's no longer in control because now we're standing up for ourselves. Savvy scowled at me, daggers in her eyes. You know, you've never really cared about anyone but yourself. Maybe it's because you're an only child or something. But you're not in this world alone, Lina. You rely on others too. That hot doctor, what's his name? He's not that hot. You couldn't even spare a couple of bucks for his free clinic. After he spent his time helping you instead of some poor, uninsured kid. It's all about you, isn't it? You're so selfish. No, you're selfish! She just doesn't see it. Yeah. You're just trying to guilt me into helping you. And it's not going to work. Because I haven't done anything wrong. Wow, you're so admirable. You should give talks at schools or something. She hadn't got to me, and she knew it. She was saying truly awful things, but I was managing to keep my cool. Selfish is ditching your best friend at the moment she moved for you. I felt like I was getting through to her. Why push it? Yeah. I can't choose that one? Fighting like this is pointless. Whatever. I knew there was no way she was going to stop piling it on now. I could almost feel her combing through our past to find her next attack. Oh, I had to be green to be able to use it. I had to keep centered, or just make her mad enough to back off. This was a new feeling. Savvy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Savvy gritted her teeth. This is exactly why I left you in Cactus Flats. Your emotions are out of control. I get that you're sensitive and all this deep feeling stuff, but you've got to toughen up and rein it in, girl. It's like constantly walking on eggshells around you. You didn't even defend me when Azul was talking trash. Guess you don't mind when someone sells out your best friend? Meanwhile, I was in danger of risking my life for the cause. Some loyalty. You're so volatile. You must scare half your packs off, for good. Yeah, says the girl who can't keep a boyfriend for more than a month. If you're so chill, why does everyone you date run screaming in the other direction? Or maybe you just use people up until you're done with them. Maybe I'm sensitive, but you're cruel. What was I saying? If I insult her like that, was I any better than she was? Now I just wanted to hurt her. Savvy eyed me for a second. If I could call her out, maybe she'd see reason. I'm volatile. A few days ago, you asked me to move here to be with you. Now you're treating me like your enemy. All because I won't do exactly what you want? That's the definition of unreliable. She was running out of steam, struggling to find one last barb she could throw at me. Whatever she came up with, I knew it was going to be desperate and mean. I braced for impact. I wasn't sure if I was going to scream or keep it together. This was a new feeling. Savvy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Savvy's eyes narrowed. I could tell she was fuming. You know what the stupidest part of all this is? It's that the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll undermine me. You pretend you're so innocent and sweet, but you'll do something bad as long as you know you won't get caught. That's basically lying. You're a fraud. At least I'm always real with you. Those German tourists couldn't even tell if you were a human. Come on. Yeah, attacking me isn't going to help you. Call me names so you can bully me into going along with you. Grow up. Then stop provoking me. I wasn't taking her bait, and was getting to her. I had to figure out a way to get through to her. Okay. Now was my chance to give her a piece of my mind and knock her down her arguments. You think I'm phony? Your whole activist persona is fake. Radix isn't even your fight. People like Azul actually built it. What the frick would you know about activism? That seemed to strike a nerve. Then you just show up one day and do your social chameleon act trying to charm your way into control. Stop it! Where's the lie, though? This was a new feeling. Savvy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. I'd never seen her this angry before. Her mouth was a thin line, and her eyes glared fire at me. She'd said things she could never take back. So had I, but I didn't regret a single word. I can't believe how you're acting right now. I feel like I don't even know who you are. I'm sorry, I just need you, okay? She wiped her tears with her sleeve, and I realized I wasn't the one crying this time. I was actually okay? Then my eyes caught her field grid, a deep, angry red. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna feel sorry for her. She's angry, but she's pretending to be, like, remorseful. Of course. You can stop fake crying. Your field grid is giving you away. What? It's probably just out of battery or the signal is messed up. Still, her tears suddenly dried up. Since when do we need this thing to know how we're feeling anyway? No one knows me like you do. It's why I love you. I love you too. But that doesn't mean what you think it means. Manipulating? Me? Lina, what's going on? I figured you out. The gaslighting is over. I'm going on my own. You'll thank me later. Emotional victory. Wait, you can't do this without me. You stay here. I'll text you the deets when I'm done. I left before she could say one more word. I tucked the laptop under my arm and got it back in my car. I just had to get out of there. Fast. There was too much making me want to stay, and too much trouble waiting for me if I did. What was going to happen to Savvy? Maybe she'd get off with a lighter charge since she didn't have the stolen property anymore. Or maybe that would just make Capra more vengeful. I eyed my field grid, probably still listening to my every word. It wasn't too late for me to end this. One quick toss out of the car and it'd be smashed against the pavement. I rolled down the window and took a deep breath. If I ever wanted to really hurt Savvy, I could just tell her what it smelled like in that little hideout. Yeah, it probably smelled terrible. With the field grid destroyed, it'd be over and done with. My link to the whole ordeal would be erased, but so would Capra's crimes. Yeah, I stuck with the plan. We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta do what's right. And this whole time, she's been manipulating us. She is not the friend that we thought she was. She had our back early on, but was that manipulation? Because then things came unraveled, and she was saying it was because of our emotions and that we feel too much. But maybe what it was is that there was too much feeling that she couldn't control, and so when there was no ability to control Lina, she was like, I'm out. But now that she needed Lina again, she was like, hey, come move in with me so I can try to manipulate you because I don't have anybody else, because I've burnt all my bridges trying to get this trying to get the data from this. So she's not the friend that we thought that she was, and we spent all this time like worrying and being frantic and trying to find her, only to find out she had betrayed us this whole time. Yeah, stuck with the plan. Capra needed to be held accountable. After all they'd done to me, I was more than happy to be the one to do it. Liam would know exactly what to do with the Capra documents, how to make sure they were seen, and as for all of Savvy's files on me, once I wiped the laptop, it'd actually be a pretty nice thing to have around. So we stole the laptop. Night 6. So I did it. I took down Capra. All from the seat of my trusty beat-up Neo cab. And all I had to do was let their own words out into the light of day. The leaked documents broke just days before the vote on Sophie's Law. Suddenly, all anyone could talk about was how Capra had sold out our field grids, and whether poor Charlie had really deserved to be practically chased out of the city by an online mob. But the one thing everyone agreed on, Capra couldn't be trusted to take over every street in LO. So it all ended. Sophie's Law failed the vote, Capra had to agree to the smallest bit of public oversight, and Savvy was cleared of all her charges. All good things, I guess, and I still have my job. But there was nothing really keeping me here in Los Ojos anymore, was there? Except maybe Una? She said contact her. Hit me up, baby. Hey, so I wasn't going to text you for a while, but I thought of a way we can work things out. I have a new piece of info that I think changes everything. Can't say more than that now. Are you off work? Text me when you are, and I'll tell you where to meet. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, I have the perfect reply, but I didn't even send it. I'd always done whatever she wanted me to do. I couldn't even remember a time I said no to her, even when I should have. And that other night, that was the first time I'd wondered, well, what if I did? What if I said no? And I wouldn't say it had felt good, but it had felt right. I love you, Savvy. No. I was ready to leave LO for good. But one last PAX couldn't hurt, right? One more for the road. It's gotta be Una. It's gotta be Una. Are they all available? Let me check the journal here. Rip Sophie's Law. Yep. Yeah, we got this just in time. We were running way low on the funds. Right, here we are. We get either Liam or we get Una. I feel like it's gotta be Una. Like, I think she's been the best character in the whole game. It was Una St. Clair, looking very smug. Finally. Were you waiting long? As a matter of fact, yes. I've been standing here hailing neocabs all day. My calculations suggested you would be the first one to pick me up. That's what I get for trusting back-of-the-envelope quantum statistic. Back-of-the-envelope quantum statistics, as if that all fits on the back of an envelope. Is it a quantum envelope as well? I hope you gave those drivers perfect ratings anyway. Each and every one. Well, the Big Blue Megacorp's pet law didn't get any votes, or didn't get enough votes. It was a close thing. I think those documents were a bombshell. Even so, trust a quantum statistician when she tells you it was a very close thing. Yeah, I'm sure Capra will try again. No doubt. And people will resist again, in new ways. I see strange things ahead. She looked excited at this prospect. Maybe it was easy to be eager for chaos when you were as rich and insulated as Una. Those documents, the Capra leak, you had a hand in it. You did too. It was an honor to be asked. But now, after all that, you're leaving. How did you know that? If I run the numbers in my head, I see you dropping me off. And normally what comes next would be a wild tangle of probability. Maybe this passenger, maybe that one. Maybe this road, maybe that one. But that's not what I see. You see me leaving LO. Yes, just that one road. You've decided. People don't often decide quite so firmly. We arrived at Una's destination, a giant apartment building in the Steve. It was enormous. People flowed in and out of the yawning entrance in a torrent, a roiling cauldron of life. Here we are. Home at last. I'd hoped Una the Quantum Witch would live in a spooky house on top of a hill. But this made sense for her, a building full of energy and possibility. Una didn't reach for the door, or move at all. She just looked at me. I hope you haven't forgotten our debt, or your debt. Of course not. Good. You will repay your debt by learning. I've always wanted an apprentice. Yes! 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 We get to be a quantum witch too? Yes! Dude! That's sweet, but you think you're leaving for good. That's because I am leaving for good. Oh? Let's see what space-time has to say about that. Una's eyes went glassy. She did that thing again where she's calculating the possibilities, right? And in all the quantum timelines. The sifting through the multiverse thing. Yes. The first time she did it, it freaked me out. This time, it also freaked me out. She sees that we're telling the truth. Wake up, O mistress of math and magic. Una emerged from her quantum trance. Just as I suspected. What? I conducted a quick survey, and of the quadrillion timelines I pursued, you remain outside Los Ojos in roughly 20 trillion. 20 trillion Linas exiled from the automation city. 20 trillion Linas stuck forever in Cactus Flats. Oh, but that's nothing. 20 trillion out of a quadrillion? A measly 2%. You'll return, Lina. And when you do, we're going to work on your statistical intuitions. Okay, it's a deal. Of course it is. You'll return. Maybe not soon. Maybe not soon. But eventually. And I can't wait to see you again. With that, Una St. Clair slipped out of the car and walked quickly to her building's entrance, making a tight zigzag on the crowded sidewalk, keeping one step ahead of probability. What a person. Oof, man. What a city. Wow, that was great. I loved that. That was so awesome. And Lina becoming a quantum witch, dude, crazy. But yeah, that was a great game. The story was I wasn't sure where the story was going early on, but it really came together at the end. And then like bombshell, maybe not for some of you, but certainly for me, the Savvy, she was a double agent. Well, like maybe not double agent, but she betrayed us the whole time. We were here just like going crazy looking for her, and there she was. She was just like, yeah, I'm spying on you. And then she was trying to manipulate us. I thought here we were just like an old friend, making amends, going back together and being like cool peoples. But no, she was a conniving bee the whole time. Dude, but we met some really incredible people like Liam and Allie. They were cool peoples. Una was so crazy. Like, it makes you kind of believe that she really is a quantum witch. But like, and then she's like, assistant, like, oh, dude, apprentice, dude. I would love that. That's so cool. I would love that. And then like, now and that she uses it to be like really super rich and all that. I thought this was great. It brought up a few, like, you know, maybe modern thinking about some of the things that happen about tech companies, the influence and the power that they have, and maybe the good and bad things that they do or do not do, might do. Some of the twists and turns related to, like, you know, technology taking over people and their jobs, and like making things better in some respect for some, and in other, like, really bad for other people. And I don't know, I feel like I have a lot more to say that's just not coming together for me right now. I'm just like, I'm feeling all kinds of things right now for this story, and I thought this was great. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I'm sorry to ramble, but maybe I'll come up with a video to go over my thoughts in a more defined way. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I hope you got something out of it, whether it was a feeling, whether it was a thought, maybe a second kind of thought, or I don't know. I hope you got something out of it. I hope that you guys will come back for another game. If you have a recommendation, please put it in the comments below. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to me. That really pushes me to make more of these videos. Dropping a like on a video too really helps as well. Anyways, I really hope that you guys have enjoyed. I hope that you guys will come back for another game and spend some more time with me. And I hope to see you there. Until then, everyone, bye.